Hello, dear students. Welcome to another English lesson for the 7th grade of primary school. Our topic today is fun facts. My name is Iva, and I will be your teacher today. After today's lesson, you will show understanding of a text by reading and present interesting facts about a chosen item using present perfect simple tense. For today's lesson, you need a notebook and something to write with, and a device with internet connection. Also keep in mind that you can pause the video at any time necessary. Let's start the lesson. For the beginning, take a look at these two clouds. One of them is called fact and the other one is called opinion. What is the difference between these two? What do these words mean? What is a fact? A fact is something that is known to be true. What about an opinion? It is a personal thought or belief about something. I'm sure that you know the difference between the terms, so let's play a game. You're going to pause the video and copy this link into your browser. In the game, you need to sort the sentences into facts and opinions. And another game for you. Open your notebooks and copy these sentences. Try to finish each sentence the way you think it should end. When you're finished, start the video again. Okay, let's read the sentences together. It was against the law to have a pet dog in Iceland. A crocodile can't poke its tongue out. The Earth is the only planet not named after a god. Male cats have longer tails than female cats. The first alarm clock could only ring at 4 a.m. Turkeys can blush. And the last one, nose and ears never stop growing. What do you think about these facts? Have you ever heard any of them? What kind of facts are these? What do we call these interesting facts? These are called fun facts. The focus of our today's lesson is banking and money. And first, we are going to take a look at some interesting facts about money and banking in general. So let me ask you some questions. Do you know the name of a factory where money is made? Money factory is called mint. Do you know what happens to the coins when they wear out? Coins are melted and turned into coins again. What kind of material is US dollar made of? It looks like paper, but it is actually cloth. Do you know that only 8% of the world's currency is actual physical money? The rest of transactions are digital. People think that credit cards are modern, but they have actually been in use in the USA since 1920, and the chip technology on the cards has been around since 1986. And what nation do you think uses cards the most? Icelanders. They use cards more than any other nation in the world. You are going to read a text about money in Australia. But before reading the text, let's take a look at some vocabulary. Do you know any of these words? What do they mean? Transactions, accelerate, debit card, digital wallet, counterfeit, circulating, shilling, currency, and pence. And here are the definitions of the words. Take a few moments and try to match the word to the correct definition. Finished? Let's check. Transactions, buying and selling, accelerate, move more quickly, debit card, a card used instead of cash when buying things, digital wallet, an account that allows you to store money, make transactions, and track payment history, counterfeit, copy and use illegally, circulating, used in transactions between buyers and sellers, shilling, the money used in Australia before dollars, currency, type of money used in a particular place, and pence, the money used before cents. While reading the text, your task is to find the answers to these 5 questions. Why has the use of digital payments increased? Why did Australia start using plastic banknotes? What is a shilling? What is a holy dollar? And how much was a holy dollar worth? While reading the text, you can pause the video at any time. Finished? Good job. Let's check the answers. Why has the use of digital payments increased? The use of digital payments has increased because fewer people are leaving homes and shops prefer not to handle cash due to the coronavirus. Why did Australia start using plastic banknotes? These plastic notes are harder to counterfeit and last longer than the paper versions they replaced. These notes are also cleaner and can be recycled. What is a shilling? Shilling is one of Australia's first banknotes. What is a holy dollar? It is a coin with a hole in the middle. And how much was a holy dollar worth? The outer part was worth 5 shillings and the inner part 15 pence. It's time for some grammar. Take a look at these 2 sentences from the text. Plastic banknotes have been in use in Australia since 1988. Plastic banknotes have been in use in Australia for 32 years. Is the meaning of these sentences the same? When did the action in the sentences start? Is the action still in progress? Do you remember from your previous lessons the name of the tense we use when we talk about unfinished actions that started in the past and still continue? We call this tense present perfect simple. And how do we form this tense? We use have or has depending on the subject of the sentence, and we use past participle of the main verb. Here in these sentences, main verb is the verb to be, and past participle of the verb to be is been. In these sentences, you can also see some words written in blue. In the first sentence, the word is since, and in the second sentence, the word is for. What do these words tell us? Take a look at this timeline. As we have already said, the action in the sentences started in 1988 and the action continues until now. So when we talk about the time when the action started, we use since. When we talk about how long has something lasted, we use for. So the action in the sentences has been in progress since 1988, but it has lasted for 32 years. Let's revise this once again. We use for when we talk about a period of time Or how long has something been in progress? For example, for 2 years, for a week, for 3 days, or for 12 hours. And we use since to talk about a point in time. So since when has something been in progress? For example, since 10 o'clock, since last Sunday, since 2012, or since June. Here on this slide, you have 2 games to play and practice. In the first game, you have to match since and for to the correct word. In the second game, you have to fill in the sentences with since and for. You can now pause the video, copy the links, and play the games. And the task for the end of the lesson is to think of a device, an application, or a product you use daily. Search the internet to find some information about the chosen item and find some fun facts. Use present perfect simple, since, and for. Present your work in a poster, record your presentation of the poster, and send the video to your teacher. Here you also have some useful websites that can help you with your task. Your teacher will assess your work using this speaking grid, and the teacher will assess these criteria: vocabulary, grammar, the use of present perfect simple and the use of since and for, pronunciation, message of the poster and creativity, and effort. For the end of the lesson, let's do a quick self-assessment. You can pause the video, copy these sentences into your notebook, and put a tick next to each sentence if you agree with it, or put an X if you disagree. And dear students, this is it for today's lesson. I hope you had fun, and I hope you have learned something new. Until our next English lesson, goodbye.